My husband makes over $200,000 a year between his job and his tutoring business. We have two young children, and for years I felt like I was raising them completely alone while he worked 7 days a week. This is the story of how I almost lost my marriage trying to get my husband to simply come home for dinner. My husband and I have been together for 6 years and married for over 4. We have a 3-year-old son and a 16-month-old daughter. By every measurable standard, our life looks perfect from the outside. He is a software engineer earning over $100,000 a year. He also runs a private tutoring business, on top of that bringing in another 100,000. I am an accountant earning 70,000. We are financially very comfortable, more than comfortable. But for the last 2 to 3 years, I have been essentially raising our children alone. Let me explain. When we first got together, his tutoring was never a problem. He always had time for us. But slowly over the years, he kept adding more students, more classes, more hours, until one day I realized he was working Monday through Saturday and trying to add Sundays too. The one rule we had was that Sundays were sacred, family time, no exceptions. He broke that rule. I finally sat him down and told him the truth. That I did not think he was working this hard for us. I thought he was working this hard to avoid us. That he was doing it for himself. He was hurt. He said he could not believe I would say that. But here is the thing. We did not need the money. Our expenses were completely covered. There was no financial reason for him to keep adding more and more classes. So what was the reason? We argued for days. Then we finally had a real conversation. He broke down and told me he wanted us to have a second house. Better vacations, better schools for the kids. I told him our life was already wonderful. That what our children needed was not a second house. They needed their father at dinner. He heard me. He agreed to keep Sundays off limits. He promised to start coming home earlier. He asked for time to make it happen properly and sustainably. I gave him that time. And slowly things did get better. He moved more of his tutoring online. He got a new job that was fully remote. Wednesdays became free. He was home for dinner most nights. When our daughter was born, he was by my side for everything. I thought we had finally found our balance. Then last November, he asked me to postpone our family vacation to Spain. We had booked flights. We had booked the hotel. We had been counting down the days for months. And one weekend, he sat me down and asked if we could push it back 6 months. I said no. I told him I had been looking forward to this for so long, that I was going regardless, and that if he was too busy, then my best friend could take his ticket and come with me and the kids instead. He showed me messages from his students to explain how busy he was during that period. I told him I did not care. He had given me his word. We went back and forth. He said I was being unreasonable. I said he had been doing this for years, and I was done being patient about it. But here is what I have learned after all of this. My husband is not a bad man. He genuinely believes he is providing for us. He finds real joy in watching his students succeed. When they get into good universities, he lights up with pride. That matters to him in ways his software job never could. And I have had to learn to accept that about him while also refusing to let it swallow our family whole. We are still working on it.